All right, we're staying in Group H. We're staying with Grinchy, and we're watching another Night Elf versus Undead for Fountain Mana League. How does anyone tank? Does anyone tank MMR to play in low leagues? It's kind of tough to. Where's Booster? There it is. I would say it's kind of tough too, because like we looked at more than just like one season of MMRs. The only one we took a look at really, or there's one person that is actually told me I am trying to be the worst on the ladder, so I am going AFK in every game. And they have like 500 MMR. But I do think their actual skill still leaves them where they belong in the group. So I think it's fine for now. If they suddenly start winning games and I watch the replays and I can tell that their MMR should be higher, that'll be a different story. But otherwise, we know the scene's so small that every name that comes up. There's not like no names that have like barely any games played. The people who have barely any games played, we for the most part know who they are. Like Wax Strats, if like you show up and we see your 1200, like I'll know not to let you into the 1200 division. Anyway, into the game, introducing Mr. Keep Striving main, playing now for the team NACL for the War 3 Info League. Playing Night Elf in the red is Grinchy. In the bottom left, a manager of War 3 Lovers team in W3L. Old ex-manager of Team UMAD back in the day. The Undead player full of surprise, it's Psike. Going Dreadlord first. I probably could have pointed that out a while ago. But it's a suspense, right? Dreadlord first. Picking up the Expo first starter pack over here. Pulling the ghouls. And Grinch opening up at the Expo too. I'm not 100% sure if he will go into Expo. He's actually putting down a Hunter's Haul, which is going to be pretty damn good. If the idea here from Grinch is to pressure the assumed Expo by Psike. I really like this by Grinch. Although he doesn't pull the trance in time. Actually, he does. Oh, no. Oh, he does. The trance. Oh, but now they're on the outside. And can Psike lock down the surround? I think. No, yeah, he has to TP. I think he could have gotten out of that, but it would have cost him so much health that I think the TP is a really good idea. Grinch has to be a little bit quicker on getting those treants on his keeper to prevent those surrounds. Something I am kind of scared to do. But the reason this looks really good for Grinch right now is because Dreadlord's weakness is this early game. Despite having sleep and being able to surround and really cause a lot of damage, Dreadlord is weaker in the early game versus Night Elf. If Grinch just brings Wisps, it should have no issue against a Dreadlord, as well as if he uses his Keeper with Treants. But Psike knows what he's doing. He brought a Dust. He's gotten one Archer and a TP so far. And Grinch really hasn't slowed down anything. This Expo is going to be able to get up. But Grinch probably is not too concerned because he's got his hunts on the way, and that is what he's going to need to counter basically everything Psike has at tier 1. Because I doubt we're going to see Fiends anytime soon. But what does Grinchy do if Psike's allowed to get a Nerubian up on his Expo? Alright, nice little slowdown over here. Oh, Oh! So honestly, both these guys played some really fun strategies. These Wisps are probably going to set up some towers over here that I'll eventually walk over. He could also place them over here. Yeah, I was going to say. Honestly, I don't know why this felt a lot shorter. But here's a really good spot to put them up. Grinchy's going to have to save a little bit of gold before he starts putting up those towers. And he's bringing Wisps everywhere. This is an all-in, and if it can last quite a while, Grinchy can, like, this game could last up to like 20 minutes of just constant pressure, towering, hunts, maybe even glaives. And here they go. I think Psike can see this. I don't know. I can't tell if it's observer view or not, but I kind of think Psike can see that. Maybe not during the night, but if it turns day, he definitely will be able to see that. So the wisps that Grinchy brought to the main battle really didn't do too much. And sleep is called. The hunts do get in position to free him out. Nice staff and teleportation, but it slept right after. Sleep has such a small cooldown that didn't get too much damage. That's gonna be a dead keeper. It is only level 2, so Grinchy can actually buy back at the middle. But either way, that slows Grinchy down so much. And okay, so I think with Psike's direction here, the way he was moving, it means he did see these towers. Maybe not. No attacks. Not in range yet. I mean, it'd be kind of silly to go after these. With the army that he has. And there's really no reason to go this way. Alright, keeper on the way out. That keeper loss was pretty unfortunate. Did not protect his units as much as... I mean, his hero as much as he should have. That's a lot of goals being pulled. I think... So if Psike can now see this, I think the right decision is to not engage. He's halfway to tier 2. And there's really no pressure coming from the side. Granted, Keeper is not out, so you can kind of lose units for free, but you don't want to. And you want to, like, there's just no really purpose to go for these towers. It's just going to be a hard fight to kind of, like, fight uphill. So it's just going to creep up. It's not going to give him any levels or anything. And, alright, Fiend's on the way out, which are going to be pretty good against the hunts. But... he's taking a... Wait, did he just get a... I thought I heard that. That Huntress will hurt. Keeper's here with full mana. Ooh, that Carrion Swarm hurts so much. Alright. This AP's in a pretty nice position. Ancient of Wonders going up right behind him. No tech coming out still. Not pumping any units from either Ancient of War. And sitting on so much gold. Maybe a mistake. Nice for Psike to have this second crypt up. And getting another crypt up on the other side. And his tier 2. I think the Keeper kills are kind of cementing this this push just a little bit late. But you never know. Like, he's got 3 towers up. He's got his glaives here. This altar may fall if this glaive just joins right in. Join the battle, glaive. Yeah, this altar should fall. No issue. Second glaive now joining in. If he really wanted, he could entangle an acolyte, guarantee it an acolyte kill. All the hunts are going home. They're gonna heal up. Grinchy is being very patient, and we kind of saw that in the last games versus old Greg. For better or worse, possibly. Nice entangle. Entangle's so good versus when you have glaives. This actually keeps units still, so you can single target and put a lot of damage. Carrion Swarm is also really good against basically anything that lives. Hunts don't get, honestly, hunts don't get paid enough for this. Imagine all the strats that involve huntresses. You just wake up and you're like, all right, the Night Elf players are doing this again. You gotta go fight a war full of like all-in pushes. So the second Carrion Swarm really does some work. This glaive is forced back. These two skills do so much work. The detonate would actually be okay. I was gonna say detonate would be better than trying to heal up that glaive. Now there's no wisps to heal it up. Hunts are back reluctantly. Not having heal on a lot of this stuff is gonna hurt. And geez, that Carrion Swarm, the first meat wagon is out. Oh, but Grinchy may be able to get a kill here, and he doesn't. There's a healing potion on the Dreadlord, who's level 4 right now. And yeah, this is, I mean, Psike is one mistake away from letting Grinchy win this game. But it's looking good for Psike. Psike reacted very well here. He has 2 slaughterhouses up. He's at 50 food. He has a healthy amount of fiends. Grinchy is sitting at 38 food. And this is basically all he has. He has 2 glaives in the back here that may be able to do some work. But against meat wagons and not enough wisps, I don't know how Grinchy can kind of stay over here. You know, it would have been nice if Grinchy kind of, when he lost his keeper, so it slows you down, right? You lose your keeper, kind of slows down maybe an idea you had, and it could have worked. I think in that moment could have turned this entire push into like a fake push. I think if Grinchy was maybe mining on 2 bases and teching up, possibly this looks better. It's just the issue that he invested a lot in those APs, and it kind of sticks you to this one strategy. And losing your keeper makes you lose your timing, and it really puts you back. Going for the main base, which is maybe gonna work if the acolytes aren't pulled. All right, 1 acolyte gets pulled, and I think this meat wagon is enough to make 2 acolytes. This glaive should fall though, and the rest of the acolytes are pulled. Psike is doing a really good job, kind of like threading the needle here and what he actually needs to do. And he's being patient. And both are kind of working out for him. Are meat wagons better than glaives? I don't know. I mean, attack-wise, yes. But glaives have, I think, better upgrades. Unless, I mean, Disease Cloud can be better. But I think Vorpal Blades are better in certain situations.
A town is under siege.
But I mean, you couldn't pull off Necro Glaives. That doesn't make any sense. Morts, Demos, Wagons, Glaives.
Forces are under attack.
Value Snack, I think you are spot on, and I think that is related to the fact that he had to revive his hero. He could have moved it up sooner regardless still, sure. But I do think that definitely is related. But Grinchy doesn't think this is over. He is going to 2 bases. Psike's so close to level 5 though with his Dreadlord. And if this game goes long, this is not going to be pretty.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, honestly, Psike, I thought about putting Psike up a group. Cause Psike can play like a 1600 plus MMR player. But I think that's more than enough reason that to be also with the guys he's with, because this group has a lot of guys with such high upside. Old Greg, Grinchy. I don't remember who else is in this group. But I just remember it's a big division. With a lot of strong guys who they're like in their 1500s MMR range, but they all have touched that kind of like point of like beating 1600 players, 1600 plus players, or being 600 MMR. I'm trying to remember who else is in this group. Well, it's a division. Just because like Colorado, Pishner, who I've seen is really good. Sick Boy, also practicing ass off. Troa, I feel like is really strong and has been strong for a while. It just really depends on like how good he is. Ningzyun was like balling out in his group last season and just lost to Gaybog, and I really don't think he played his best in those finals because he feels almost like a 1550 1600 MMR human player. Yeah, definitely a fun group. Expo's up. Psike's at 65 food. 3 of that, 9 of that's in meat wagons though. And there's temples, necro wagons. It's, you know, Psike said he wasn't gonna do necro wagons, but you know, when the cards are dealt to line you up perfectly for necro wagons, why not? Yeah, level 3. His skill is he actually hasn't skilled level 5 yet. But I'm gonna assume it's a carrying swarm. He has a mana pot. He doesn't need to use it right now. GG's called. Fun game. Psike going Dreadlord first against Night Elf into an Expo, playing the Tower Rush very well. GG. 1-0 to Psike. Say so. What's up, man? GG. The crowd, honestly, it's kind of a shame we didn't see the Necro Wagon actually played out completely. But the game felt kind of over once Grinchy lost the first push. I thought Grinchy was like kind of setting himself up for success, but having a TP out at the Expo harass and then losing his keeper are both deal breakers. And I think Psike sleeping and the sleep surrounds just showed like a bit too much for the keeper play. And am I making the game? Is that what they want me to do? Alright. Alright, I don't know what the map is. I was told the map pool, but I wasn't told what the loser maps were. I know Concealed Hill and Tide Hunters are left. I'm gonna guess Tide Hunters is Psike's and Concealed is Grinch's. Just a random guess. You hear them joining up. But until then, let's hit the stat board. In case you're just joining in, Grinchy is sitting at a pretty low MR, like I've said like a billion times right now. But I do think he showed today like his play versus old Greg in those games was so strong. He definitely looked higher than 1550 in my opinion. And Psike, I mean, he's 15-12, but if you see the way he plays, I don't know, Psike could be probably guys who are like 1700 with that type of style, who don't see it coming or don't know how to play against it. So yeah, let's see. Just waiting for Grinch to join. I'm sure Grinch is he's getting his exhales in. That was a bit of a tough one. It looks it looks a bit easier than I think it goes, but it requires a lot of like movement, a lot of like calibration, I guess is the right word. Like kind of like, all right, this is happening down there. I'm macroing up here. I'm building stuff on other people's bases. Lots going on. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Grinchy joined the game. I'm not sure though what map we're going. CH. I know Grinchy. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, let's go. Just going easy on Psike. Psike's a tough player. Alright. Booster. Boom. Alright, Grinchy in the top right, Psike in the bottom left. Oh, look at the little rabbit block. Oh, we're getting ghoul pull. Here we go. Call Baron, who I think is streaming right now. But Grinchy did build this a little safely, but he doesn't have a wisp anywhere nearby. He would have to pull a wisp out of the mine, or call this one over. I'm streaming this in the background. This is Psike Baron. Grinchy responds appropriately by canceling it immediately. You can mess around all you want, but in the end, if it cancels, it's not worth it. It's not worth the it's not worth your little maneuvers if you can't 100% save your Ancient of War. The Baron tingle. Alright. Warden is coming though. Warden versus Death Knight. Oh, we have a totally different game. I love these guys. Alright. Really see what Grinchy does for Warden. Wouldn't be surprised to see an AOW over here. Or I don't know. What does it go over here? It goes over here. I don't know. I don't know the double AOW Grinchy Warden AO creeping tricks. If we can get another AOW over here, I don't know, man. Alright. Tomb of Relics is I don't want to say late because it doesn't necessarily need to be. I think a certain timing. It feels late. Result of a ghoul pull maybe. It feels weird because it's like, I thought with ghoul pull you're supposed to like drop an Necropolis. I don't know. Don't know one dead. But he doesn't really need to get rods or anything quite yet. But I mean, the earlier the rods, the better. Always. Grinch coming right over though. I'm gonna get a Shadow Strike attempted kill on a ghoul. Wow, this guy Baron's playing Hurricane and talking to us. The people's champ for real. All right, both AOWs are set up. Probably both gonna build archers before actually creeping.
A player's forces are under attack.
What is Psike planning to do though? Oh, he may just go to get this creep. Alright, tech in the tier 2. Yeah, Psike's just gonna creep. His move was a little weird there. Probably gonna get a Staff of Teleportation over here. And start planning his really good creep route. This is really nice by Grinchy to do while he was doing some harassing. Although the harassing really didn't do much. And Psike's getting level 2 before Grinchy does. Oof, that looked like it was Just pointing at that direction. All right. Ooh, Psike gonna basically creep this in front of Grinchy's face. For free, essentially. Not even counted or anything. That's a nice little Remo tray you got there, Lucker. Grinchy's gold is hurting quite a bit. What does he use it on? Staff. Oh, boots. He got staff and boots. The archers literally look like they were like terrified. Like they kind of went up, they went right, left. I do think running away from your base is not the best idea unless you're committing to running away. The archers. Oh, there's no dust though. There's just 2 cloaks. Double cloak. OP. Alright, Grinch can hold this just from Moonwells and Wisps. This is kind of looking like that game against Old Greg. What's that noise? You hear that? Alright, Wisps are pulled. Wisp gets him level 2. Nice Shadow Strike. Oh! The timing on that was unfortunate for Psike. Ancient Allure going up in the back. Archers sell their cloak. Hilarious. Alright, 2 Ancient Allures going up in the back. Ancient Allure is walking. I feel like Psike should take some ghoul pull pointers from Baron in terms of like how to follow up, like in terms of like teching and stuff, to make sure you're kind of managing your lumber appropriately. But otherwise, Psike's looking totally fine. I just feel like his tech's later than it should be. The shop was a little late. Grinchy's sitting on a pile full of lumber. He could tech now. He doesn't need a second hero. He shouldn't get a second hero now. Lich second, Slaughterhouse coming. So this is actually looking pretty standard from Psike. Level 3 for Grinchy though. That's the level he definitely wants to be now. And it's gonna give him Shadow Strike 2. So it's gonna be as lethal as a keeper out on the map. Temple of the Damned coming out. Necro Wagons? Alright, who wins? A full mana level 3 Death Knight or a full mana level 3 Warden? I think... Damn, I don't know. I think a Death Knight could win if the Lich shows up. And the Lich does show up. Blink is here, though, to save the day. Skeleton falls to the creep. No expo to be found. Tier 3 on the way. Ancient War in a beautiful position. I don't expect anything less from Grinchy, though. What comes from the Temple of Damned, Psike? Tell us. Statue. Yeah, Grinchy's AOW movement is delight. We're seeing Banshees, which are going to counter Bears. Pretty nice. Going to counter Fan of Knives. Pretty nice. Going to counter Shadow Strike. Pretty nice. Hey, he was attempting to go Necro Wagons last game. Not, I don't think it was like the plan when he started, but you know, he was building Necromancers and he built Meat Wagons, so I do want to see how Grinchy fares versus possession, if that's what it comes down to. I don't know if that's the plan from Psike. He might just be getting it for anti-magic shield, but we could see possession later on for Banshees against Bears. It would be very strong. Psike doing some split creeping. Grinch doing some solo creeping. DK shows up at half health. Does have a potion of vulnerability though, so isn't in like a too scary of a place. There's not much Psike can do here though. He could snipe this. Can't snipe this though. He could snipe some archers if they get low. Nova Coil would be really nice. Yeah, tier 3 came for Psike just a little bit ago. And there's Master Training. So Psike's going for the possession play. I don't know why that sounds dirty. Possession play. Anyway. Shadow Strike onto the Death Knight. We're gonna see some dead. Oh, he's playing with fire here. This is dangerous. This could be so many dead archers right now. Oh, he can't take another oh, why he can't. I was gonna say you can't hide against just after being scanned. I feel like Psike got a little cute there, going with the hiding when he could have just kind of brute force coil Novas on these archers and at least gone 1 or 2 more kills. Cause look at his mana pool. Those coils didn't really go anywhere. Nice split creeping though. Can't be mad at that. How does Elf deal with Banshees? It's yeah, definitely focusing them. You could bring Wisps, and staff. You can staff a bear out. I guess similar to human, you can staff a bear out while it's getting possessed. Could if you had a demon hunter, that's my priority. Just mana burn all the Banshees. Like 1 mana burn essentially takes away the possession from a Banshee. At least if it's level 2. And I'm hoping you have a level 2 mana burn by the time Master Banshees are a thing. Since possession takes so much mana, you should be fine. That's usually my thing. Mana burn, wisps, you're good. Tanker third. Interesting choice. Fairies are pretty good too. I think fairies are actually really good if you're going for curse. Because if it's a possessing Banshee, it doesn't do too much casting. But a cursing Banshee, those boys get beat up. Ideally though, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's worth the trade if they get 1 bear and you kill the rest of the Banshees. Yeah, Fan of Knives, that's actually a good idea. Good thinking. Fan of Knives would be really good against Banshees. But yeah, 1 possession isn't, in my opinion, the biggest deal. You lose a bear. But think about all the resources that are going into building multiple Banshees. Dev training, master training. It's kind of worth the bear trade. If you lose your bear, it's like whatever. Like, I wouldn't stress losing 1 bear, is a better way to put it. Also, this is fucking lethal. Could have Fan Knives right there. He did retrain. He's going for the Acolyte. He was tempted by the Banshees, but he's going for the Acolytes. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Grinchy's in the room. Every single Acolyte should be dead here. Oh, he's going to staff out before getting the last one. What a brave man. Actually, no. I guess that would be the opposite of brave. But he was brave to be there in the first place.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ancient of Wind coming up. So I think he is going to go the fairy route. Looks like he's going to the MG route. Expo's up in the top left corner. Damn. It's almost worth it to hop into this swarm of banshees. Fan of knives and just right click and use invul pot. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, what the hell do you do against that? I guess you can split your banshees, right? Like, it requires the undead player to micro a little bit and split your banshees up, but I think the invul pot is worth getting some banshee kills. And these banshees are kind of on a mission here, maybe. Is he looking for the AFK bears or something? Or was this a mistake? You can anti-magic infinite mana from statues. That's right. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why. Like, those banshees were so vulnerable there. There we go. There's the anti-magic shields coming out. He wants to conserve his mana because I think he's really looking for that possessed game. Oh, we're not even gonna see one fairy dragon. You hate to see it. Look at the bears hiding out of the back. This is such a weird little like duel of he's gonna keep his banshees in the back, he's gonna keep his bears in the back. Alright, the banshees have entered. I would love to see Grinch focusing the banshees. They're so naked back there. Just look at them. Alright, only gets the knives on one. MG is out. I believe he got both upgrades for MG. I didn't really catch it. Oh, look at that damage. The statues are actually doing... I really did not realize. I thought it would have put a lot more damage in. And not having the bears in this fight's a pretty big deal. I think Grinch should bring a lot more wisps into this fight, detonate, and bring the bears into fight. Because there's no Nova. There is a greater mana potion that is popped now. Level 6! Grinch is finally getting some Banshee kills here, and level 6 is going to be a pretty big deal. At 61 supply, Mountain Giant does go down, and the bears aren't fighting here. At some point, they're going to have to join the battle, and I think now there's no Banshees. Well, the two that are alive are going home. And Grinchy is actually in a really good position here, but doesn't have a shop nearby to get a mana potion for his ultimate. And the boys are being called. Here we go. Coming in with the 1-1 bears. It's time to fight. And Psike retreats. Pokey, I like your thinking. Tinker second. You get interrupt. And you get a second staff. I think Grinchy is thinking the same thing here. He's going to be using silence as an interrupt instead.
A player's forces are under attack.
That works, right? I've never silenced a Banshee before. Can't coil the Dark Ranger. That's for sure. What's up, Jats? What's up, Rich? Gokquail, I don't think I actually said what's up. So, formally, what's up, Gokquail? Alright. Creeping is never bad for the undead player. A third base is going up in the middle for Grinchy, so that's a good decision. Good way to really flagpole your position. And Psike just broke at 4-3-3 versus level 6. Man. Where'd those Banshees go? They with him? Oh, they're there. 1, 2, 3, 4 Banshees. Grinchy skilled silence.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, you're talking later on? Oh, I see what you're saying. Because it takes away the skellies. I understand now, Buzzkill. I understand your big brain comment. Honestly, yeah, I mean, you also probably should get an orb, a venom, anyway. Baron, go back to streaming, dude. Your viewers just care about you. Alright. Psike probably now knows about this. The fact that, I don't know if the Vision saw it, but he definitely saw Grinchy sitting here, and it's really, I mean, why else would you sit here? We should constantly put the pressure of this, the future of this game on Baron. An abomination that's not stinky. Not a big fan of non-stinky abomination here. I would like some stink added. And we have a fight. The bears are, we're told to look away. Don't look at the fight, bears. Alright. Avatar Vengeance used. Where the... Ooh, beautiful Blinking Fan. There is no mana potion, though, on the Warden. So, there's no fan for just a little bit. And, the attack of Grinchy's army really isn't too high. So, it's going to take quite a bit here. Without any, like, Warden spells to actually put some damage onto this army. Dryad Focus and MGs is really all you got going for you. The Dark Ranger, you know, pretty good right clicker, especially as a Helm of Valor. It's pretty nice. Orb of Venom, like I said, it would also be nice on that Dark Ranger. But just not too much firepower here while the bears are sitting out. Hey, Soft Ice Cream, what's up? Alright, some nice focus onto the Abomination is going to get it killed. So habits on your Abomination is not stinky. Oof, beautiful Fan of Knives. Does not reach the Tinker, but is able to get a couple kills there. These Banshees have really rendered themselves a little bit useless. My opinion, Psike should have ditched the possession idea and just anti-magic shielded his entire army as soon as he could have. I think that would have been a better route. Or, I mean, still anti-magic shield and keep a few for possession if you really do want to. I don't think you need, like, you could have used 2 Banshees and gone away with a lot of anti-magic shields with that. Baron, I think both these undead players can learn a thing or two from you. They're being, you know, Psike's a little bit degenerate versus Night Elf, but he could be even more degenerate.
The player's forces are under attack.
Grinchy is a machine. This is the second series. I mean, he lost game 1, but this one's looking pretty. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Beautiful Fan of Knives. Gets on 2 of the heroes. Does get on some fiends. Does have an anti-magic potion on his Warden to possibly catch any stray nukes. Buzzkill. He went for life drain second. The Warden. Probably gonna pick up an Orb of Venom, right? Orb of Venom? Orb of Venom? Orb of Venom? Nope. I heard you should play human versus elf. Yeah, you just make defend footies. GG. 3 barracks expo. Easy GG. Oh, that's nice. If this goes uncontested, this I think is a dead gold mine. I'm sorry, I have not even have not pointed this out at all. I totally missed it. This is a thing. Psike has an expo. But Grinchy's at 88 supply. Is TPing in. I kind of don't know if Grinch will take this fight. He's been very, very cautious about the fights he takes today. So really interested to see if he does take this fight. There are no Banshees here. His Bears are going to fight uncontested, at least in the face of Banshees. Nice fan of knives on the back line. And great focus from these Dryads here. Takes down Destroyer. Another fan of knives. Just kind of tickles the Abominations, but you know, it's still a good amount of damage. Grinch is going to kind of back up, probably just for a little, like, you know, collect yourself type of thing. A little bit of the army over here. Tackling the gold mine. This looks like Grinchy's game to me. Sitting at 94 supply. Love that sound of the Pocket Factory. Abomination goes down. Second Abomination being targeted. There is a coil available for the Death Knight to save that Abomination. But will he be able to even use it? Oh, Cloak of Shadows used. Is able to kind of sneak out. But that doesn't really save Psike in this game. Tinker melts. Dark Ranger level 3. Fiends falling. This Pocket Factory is actually getting so much damage in. GG's called. 1-1. Boom. Boom. 1 second. GG, well played. Let me update the score. Horden Lamer Imba. Coming from the guy who goes Dreadlord. Necro Wagons. Grinchy's playing your game, Psike. Bring it to game 3. Did 4th Age play tonight? He did not. At least not on my stream. Alright. Grinch needs 2 minutes. Yeah. Going to 2 best of 3s versus 2 undeads, going the distance each time, and playing expo games each time. I mean, the first one was against Psike was different, but still an exhausting game. But damn, hell of a evening for Grinchy. Like, you need a day off after this. I don't think he will. He'll probably be back to the grind tomorrow. But damn. All right, let's do it. Let's launch it. Boom. Have at it. Guess away. 2 minutes. Who will win, Grinchy or Psike? Tidehunters is open to a lot of cheesy stuff too. I wonder if Psike was watching the series before. Because if he was, and Grinchy does the same thing, that can be punished pretty hard. Oh, whoops. Boom. I have no idea. I think Psike's gonna go into Dreadlord again. And I think Grinchy, I don't know what Grinchy's gonna do. Grinchy loves surprises. I haven't seen him play Tidehunters as a third map yet, so I don't know what he is going to end up doing. Really 750 versus 300, guys. Where's the degenerate gamblers? Who's got like the thousands? I guess I don't stream much, so the channel points aren't really high up there. But no one with the big numbers. There we go. Who's got the 1K? Grinchy with 1K so far. Psike up to 1400. All right. You guys still waiting for these guys? Grinchy said 2 minutes. I don't blame him. All points on the line. Jazz with the big bucks. Oh my God, we're up to 3,000 versus 3,400. All right. What's the? I don't even check that. I don't know. I guess I'll see it at the end. I don't know what to expect. I kind of want to talk about the game, but I don't know if either guy is listening, and I don't want to give away anything that I think might happen. Because I have my thoughts. But here's what we got. Madness, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Got Grinchy at 1435 MR versus Psike at 1512. Tidehunters. Grinchy's undefeated versus Undead. Psike's got probably like a 2-1 record. You know, those that stat doesn't mean too much. I mean, the whole thing doesn't mean too much. MMRs, whatever, doesn't mean too much. All right, Grinchy's back, waiting on Psike. I think he went AFK as well. Probably needed some water. Maybe a pee break. We're just waiting. Man, Grinchy, put it on for Group H. I guess while we wait for these two guys. Oh. Never mind, they're ready. They're ready. They're ready. Did I have one? No, I didn't have one. Alright, let's do this. Grinchy playing his 6th game in a row against Undead. This guy's gonna get a great night's sleep tonight. He's in the bottom right. Psike looking to come back after losing game 2 and after having a really strong game 1. He's in the top left. All right. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to see what hero. Which one's faster? Which one's faster? Ooh, both basically the same, right? I think Grinchy's is a little faster. Yeah, Grinchy's, I think, is a little faster. I really want to see Warden versus Dreadlord, and I think that's what we're gonna see. I don't know if Grinchy would go Warden twice in a row. Because Grinchy's the type of guy who really like theorizes about these best of 3s, and as he said, this is where the big boys play. It really comes down to who knows how to play a best of 3. Oh my God, we're gonna see it. Dreadlord versus Warden. All right, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna assume we're gonna see a Expo here, and we're gonna see an AOW get put up over here as well. The AOW here. Grinchy's gonna go over the fast 3 into Fexpo harass, I assume. He looked really good against Old Greg the first time I watched him play in the show matches, but the game earlier today, Grinchy didn't look as good as I know him to be with Warden on this map. So I really hope after the shaky first game that he had on this map today that he knows where to polish up and deliver the best Warden skill he has. But I do think this Psike strategy with fast expo with Dreadlord is really strong. Grinchy used Keeper Hunts in game 1. Basically an all-in. Oh, I thought that was a deny. It was just he just all-in Psike's expo, which was actually smart, but the execution kind of fell, losing his keeper, having to TP at one point. I think that cost him the game more than his strategy. All right, here we go. Grinch not having a Wisp here is actually a little alarming. Cause Grinchy, come on, what do you expect from Psike? I think this is exactly what you should be expecting, and a Wisp would be a huge slowdown here for Psike, who's relying on skeletons, relying on the blight. There's no acolyte here. Maybe a little bit of a blunder from Psike, but ooh, tougher creep to do when you don't have treants as well. Yeah, even with the Wisp being killed, I think you always want to have a Wisp ready. I always put 2 Wisps when I expect my opponent to expand. So on Tide Hunters, there's always a second Wisp that makes their way over here. Because why not? Like you can afford the second Wisp, and it's just gonna be harvesting lumber. Just make and it's also just a scout. Like, is my opponent gonna expand? Because you kind of against a race like Undead, you kind of have to think that it's gonna get one hit coil type of thing. So yeah, I do think keeping 2 Wisps around the base. Nice scout from Grinch. Does know the expo is happening now. Has not. I don't think he's seen the Dreadlord yet, but now we will. If he was able to finish his camp, this would be 3. Nice Wisp movement to get out. Will he pull? Will he save this Wisp though? A lot of stuff's happening right now. Carrion Swarm does a lot of damage. It gets, I think, 2 Wisps and a nice chunk of the Archer's health. I think Grinch should be fine here if he micros appropriately. But the issue is Psike's on 2 bases. He really... Okay, a detonate here would be level 3. Grinch knows that. He gets level 3. These level 2 Shadow Strikes are going to be huge. If he uses them. There we go. Alright. Psike also doing a good job getting level 3. Where the hell... Oh, man. I thought about that first Wisp that was getting hit. And I didn't even think to look back. There were 2 goals mauling away at the Wisp. Great play by Psike. That got on level 3 and is going to leave Grinch in a really tough situation when it comes to lumber. He won't have enough lumber to even get up. Oh, puts up a Tree of Life. He's not going to be able to put up a Hunter's Hall even. I mean, he will. Wait. This... Oh, and it's not even getting lumber. Is he going to have to be forced into, like, mass airs at some point? This is going to be so tough to come back. I don't know what the solution is. Like, can you afford to even cancel this at this point? This is going to be one of those situations where you have to just risk being this down and hope that you can reestablish your lumber economy. Even getting a shredder, though. Like, how do you pull off getting a shredder? Like, I guess you can creep up and... I don't know. You're gonna have to economy harass for a while. It's not over. It's just kind of like, I'm just feeling stressed for Grinchy of, like, what decisions to make in terms of, like, priorities. He is at tier 2, and he's gonna be building Wisps up to try to stabilize that lumber. Yeah, Buzzkill. That is a pretty good idea, except he needs 90 more lumber.
A player's forces are under attack.
Eventually, he'll get there. Eventually, Just does he have the time? That was... Oh, wow. That is a really late tier 2 tech. Why did he take so long to get there? I mean, yeah, I know he was setting this up. But it's not like he was harassed earlier. Alright, Night Elf things. Grinchy's got an Expo. He's on tier 2. Before Psike even started teching to tier 2. Was it really a lumber thing? Man, that hurts. That, like, it hurts to kill the whole lumber economy of somebody while you don't have any lumber yourself. That hurts. Psike still a little ahead though. He is mining on that second base. But leaving Grinchy alone like this is gonna give him what he wants, and it's the levels on the warden. Although this will be a great creep jack, he will be able to get out of it though. The archers did not go up. Honestly, a couple seconds later, that would have hurt really bad.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wisp being pulled for a little Deto action. Probably not necessary. Maybe if that third one would have been there. After the lumber trauma you're in. Ooh. Honestly, a Blink Shadow Strike will get this Dreadlord. Boom. Dreadlord death animation. Top 5? Death Knight second. Death Knight second. Demon Hunter second. I don't know. My main brain fart, but my main thought was, is Demon Hunter the right choice here? I guess he gets undead. It's really good, but I don't know. Two Crypt Fiends. Back on that whole thing. 2 crypts building Crypt Fiends. Alright. Still at tier 2. No tier 2 buildings yet. Grinchy's still having lumber issues, but with this shredder, will be in the green very soon.
Player's forces are under attack.
Did he just pop a healing potion on his Demon Hunter? Illusion. Honestly, this illusion's probably gonna catch a Shadow Strike. Nah, he caught it. He caught it. Grinch is a smart man. Maybe he knows not sight. Like, I think Panda's the better choice if he's going against guards. Like, Panda's the safer bet. The Demon Hunter against this sort of build feels better. Just Phantom Knives' Breath of Fire is just, it's so nice. It's fun. These guys are... You ever killed a skink? The noise they make is atrocious. So at this point...
A player's forces
Oh,
are under
really
attack.
fast tier 3 tech. Alright. Necro Wagon this time, or are we going to see the whole possession thing again? Yeah, 520 mana pool. Skrill Beast, nice gold.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is this level 5-3? Possibly. That's hot. Alright, what are we seeing? Oh, we're seeing it. He's doing it. Oh no, Grinchy. Are you prepared for Psike's Necro Wagon? I think he is. I think he's ready for it. And I think Psike knows that this is the strategy that can win it for him too. I prefer this play style from Psike way more than last game. Ooh, and a shade. Shade. I like the shade play. How do you beat Necro Wagon? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, he's fine. Wisps, fairy dragons. That feels like the best, the easiest and best solution. Yeah. Now that I see Necro Wagons, I do think Panda would have been better. Chims. I would vote heavily against Chims. But if you can get Chims, of course. I mean, like, that's like, it's just one of those things, right? Like, if you have like 3 Chims come into a battle and like you're not expecting Chims, beautiful. Chims are definitely the easiest. Like, you just want to like click into a battle. Oh, where did he get that? Wow. I think Psike just Nova carry and swarm the Wisp. He did not like the fact that that Wisp was there. He was angry. I was gonna say, I don't know if he can get that Fiend, or who's gonna force a lot of mana to be used on it. Does he have Coil? I guess level 1 Coil is not strong enough. Go with Mountain Giants. Skipping bears altogether. Going into Mountain Giants. Yeah, Coil. Very soft. Very little soft Coil on this level 3 Demon Hunter. Yeah, chimps shoot literal like lightning bolts that come, I mean, like thunder, lightning, whatever, comes from the air, and they cannot hit air. It's pretty funny. Alright. Grinchy going, preparing for having 90 food. Shade is here. Psike is not. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, he hasn't showed his hand yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Oh, that hurts. There's the staff though. All right. Grinch knows about the Necro Wagons. How does he respond? Dryads are what they want you to think you're good against Necro Wagons. That's what Undead Propaganda will tell you. That Dryads are the way to go. But really, the best way to be Necro Wagons is just make a whole group of Wisps. Actually, 2 groups. Make 2 groups of Wisps. Don't even micro the rest of your army. Because one group's going to get carry and swarm. The other group's gonna save the day. Oh my god, Grinch should not be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna call it. Sleeps are going off in the warden really well timed. Not enough spells are being used on Grinch's side, so this battle's looking really nice for Psike, and he'll take this all day. Look at the disease cause putting a lot of damage over time. Despite being down in supply, I think Psike's in a really good position to win this fight. We're just seeing Dryad Bone being popped into the air. The Dreadlord's super low. And he had a Coil. He also has a Swirl of the Beast, which would act. Oh, wait. He just used it. I was going to say, it would have a lot of value on all of these skeletons. Look at the Wisp coming in to save the day. I think Grinchy's going to fight through this. Now, Wisp really did help a lot. I think the Dreadlord death shouldn't have happened if I was, you know, looking at Psike's perspective. Because that, kind of a deal breaker here. Cripple onto the Demon Hunter, who does have an Invul Pot and also will be staffed out. And Grinch will hold on in this fight, despite, honestly, I thought it not looking great. I think the one Wisp being pulled in, the Dreadlord death, kind of the type of things that makes you win a fight. Both are at 61 supply though. And he's pumping them. Alright. We got wisps. And we have an inch and a wind going up.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Psike overstayed his visit in that last fight. He could have probably saved at least 2 of the meat wagons. I guess if you run away, your meat wagons are gonna die anyway. And you didn't have. I don't think he had a TP. I think he just bought that. Whoa. Kind of a bummer to pop up there and not use that fan at least. I mean, just for shits and giggles. Alright. I mean, honestly, with something like Necro Wagons, you can't ever count out Psike, but it just looks really good for Grinchy. I was going to say, I do think another Expo down here would be really strong. Grinchy's sitting at 79 supply. He built, he did build this Ancient of Wind. And now he's at 79, so he has to decide, like, does he want to break with, like, bears and dryads? I mean, bears and fairy dragon or something. Or is he just gonna stay right below 80? Oh man, let's go. This is boogie time. Oh, that hurts so much. That's why that's what I was saying. You need 2 groups of wisps. And did any wisps join this battle? TP out. He just wanted to cancel. Oh yeah, he did bring wisps. Very smart by Grinch. Unfortunate to lose the Expo. And to TP over to still lose the Expo. But I do still think this is a good game, good looking game for Grinch. If he fights well. He's only mining on 1 base though. Plans to be mining on 2. I'm assuming the resources that were just spent are for an Expo we're about to see pop up. Yep. You ever tried playing Necro Wagons? For like, the non-undead, or anybody? It's a lot. It's a lot to control. I just start like selecting and like clicking, I'm just like, there's so much going on. Look at those big stick of men. Alright. These wisps are actually in a very vulnerable spot to be countered by the towers. And this fight may be tough for Grinch. If Psike gets in the position he needs to. And but this wall of mountain giants is really nice. But I do think Psike's position here is really good. And level 6 for the Warden. It's gonna get Vengeance out here. And the blink into the back line to get damage onto the meat wagons. I think this fight should be good for Grinch. The MGs really don't take much damage from the meat wagons. Over time, yeah, sure, the disease cloud's going to do some damage. There are no wisps here to get rid of all these skeletons, but like, yeah, the Vengeance, Demon Hunter, Warden feels like enough damage to me. Level 5 Demon Hunter, just going to plow right through it. Where'd the Warden even blink to? Where's the Warden? Oh, the Warden got staffed. I thought that was a blink. You guys select your units? No. But no hands dance.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pendant of energy on the floor. These guys know how to put on. Honestly, these guys and old Greg as well know how to put on a damn show. 2 series going over 3 hours right now. Pretty bonkers. I did not plan to be streaming this late. Psike's sitting at a ton of money. Grinchy's Expo is up now. One little acolyte. That kind of feels bad to show up and there's just like one acolyte. Like where's the prize? There's nothing to do. Right click that bad boy and it's yours. I guess getting all those acolyte kills are also really nice. That blink with the cripple actually looked really cool. The red streaks. Yeah, this looks really tough to lose for Grinch. Necro Wagons just doesn't really seem to do much. No, anti-magic potion I'm pretty sure does not prevent Nerubian slow. I'm like 65% sure it does not. Cause it's like physical spell damage or spell effect. I don't know what to think of that. Like I don't know what that's called. But yeah, like orb and what else? Like frost armor is the same thing, I guess. No more wisps. You know, I don't know with a like I've never played this style of like MGs versus Necro Wagon, and it seems to be working. I do think all these Dryads are not the best choice. Dryads aren't too great against this. They're good against like nice staff psych. You got really far on that one. Oh god, if I feel bad for Psych, this is just not fun to deal with. Use the Invul pot. Not sure that was too necessary, although I guess there was Coil Nova sleeps yada yada, all to come. So better to I guess use 150 coal to save him. I guarantee the save. All right, is this the fight? I don't know. He has an expo. No TP though for Psych. Two wisps. And here we go. MG set up in a nice spot. One wisp goes out. The other wisp, I believe, was caught in that carrion swarm. Avatar Revenge is popped. In the looks like the Warden's going right into the backline. Invul Potion popped onto the Demon Hunter. I thought Grinchy was gonna go for a reju, but there's two little bears out. The Warden is really low. It actually could get nuked down, and it blinks right out to safety. And this wall looks like just a little bit too much. And I think it was Dr. Jones is right too. Though there's just not enough wisps to take all this down. The bears also not doing anything. It was a very overwhelming fight. Not enough to really get things rolling. Grinch needed to rejuve. When he didn't, he popped the Invul Potion onto the Demon Hunter, and he was in the middle of the fight, did not rejuve. Two little bears were given away for free. One of the wisps, oh, and the Demon Hunter might fall. Is staffed with the trees right there. Carrion Swarm, oh, just missed the Demon Hunter, gets right out. And I think the Demon Hunter would love to be in this battle to get level 6. If wisps are pulled here, there is really not much army for Psych. But the undead heroes are looking really strong. Level 7 now for Warden. And Psike is down to 46 food, but Grinchy's down to 32. With 2 of those being an MGs, there's really just not much here to fight. This Demon Hunter needs to join this battle back in. TPing right back here, but to where? And there's a Carrion Swarm. Carrion Swarm was off cooldown, and Psike didn't see where the Warden TP'd. Both guys are mining on... Oh no, he's only mining on 1 Acolyte. Grinchy's actually mining on 5 with 5 Acolytes. Grinchy, this is definitely nowhere close to being over. I actually think Grinchy mining on 5 with 5 Wisps is going to be the reason why Grinchy can win this game. Also, potentially level 6 Demon Hunter. This is insane. The thing is that undead nukes can really make or break this game here. Psike's up to 61. Fairy dragons. Have we seen a single fairy dragon? I know he built this a while ago. But I feel like if there was a fairy dragon, it didn't get much value. Grinchy's now breaking upkeep. Psike got up to 62 pretty quickly. Ooh, abominations. So it looks like Psike, granted, yeah, he is pumping Necro Wagon still. But he is getting a lot more damage in his army. This use of the shade has been so much value. This sack pit, that 1 Acolyte to get the shade has been huge. He's kind of had a... He's known like what was going on at Grinchy's base during this whole time. He knew that Warden was checking out around him. He knows what size Grinchy's army is, and he knows that he feels that he has the advantage here. This shop going down is actually a pretty big deal. There's no other shop for Grinchy to kind of shop at while he's mining gold, while his fight's going on. Grinchy needs to get these mana burns in. Every single one of these mana burns count for so much. And great position by Psike. Is fighting into the Night Elf base that has quite a bit of Moonwells, and not enough Wisps. There is 1 around here, and the Wisps are being pulled from the Expo, which is really good. Looking to get level 6 on this Demon Hunter though, and does get it. Superman's gonna come out to play. Warden does keep getting sleeps. Great sleeps by the Dreadlord. A Fan of Knives is coming out. More Wisps being pulled in 1 at a time, which is actually working really well. And Psike is TPing out at 46 supply, and Grinchy's up to 66. Yeah, I think Grinchy had just too many Dryads here. I think if you replace the Dryads with maybe a couple bears, and I did like the Fairy Dragons, it looked really good in that fight. The MGs are have been a great wall against all the small little units from Psike. I just think Dryads do take so much damage over time for the meat wagons that they're really hard to control when the whole world's basically blowing up around you. What a crazy game. TG, thanks for the follow. Alright, Grinchy's going up here, but this mine has 1,000 gold left. Did he scout this? I don't think he scouted it. Psike knows about this down here. And the power of Psike's army is so strong against buildings. So he could snipe this if he wanted to, but on the flip side, it's not like Grinchy's army isn't good against buildings. Look at the big stick men doing damage on the Necropolis over here while Grinchy's Warden goes to town. Raymond, thanks for the follow. Tuning in for some exciting games. The Vengeance is going to run out, and Grinchy's level 6 for the Warden won't... Actually, no. Oh, yeah, there we go. Does die. It is 36 seconds away from it being included in this battle. The Demon Hunter also 60 seconds away and staffed out. But Fan Knives is just so strong. And as you can see, look at the damage from the Fairy Dragon. It is only one Fairy Dragon, so it's not doing too much. But with a few in the battle, would be doing quite a lot of splash damage on the Necros and statues and stuff. Great to honestly TP there. That was a bit of a messy situation for Grinchy. And he may have just kind of given a little bit of his advantage to Psike there. And honestly, not knowing this exists, now he knows it exists. It was kind of a little bit of an issue. What the hell? Pokey, I did not notice that. Why would you go... I really hope that was a mistake from Grinch. I even think level 3 mana burn might... okay, this is probably wrong. But level 3 mana burn may be better than going Metamorphosis. Versus these 3 heroes? Like, the mana on those 3 heroes, a big deal. Also, level 3 Carrion Swarm. It's very strong. I mean, hey, these guys put on a hell of a show. What can I say? Rest in peace to all these acolytes. Yeah, I mean, Metamorphosis is good. Of course. But, like, Psike's been getting away with nukes all game. Like, it's not like Psike's aiming to kill the Demon Hunter. Splash damage and the damage from Metamorphosis is huge. Either way, Evasion 3 is not the way to go. Does meta have a... Does splash damage have a cap? Grinchy. Oh, this poor Fairy Dragon. Where was this Fairy Dragon? There we go. Alright, coming from the right side. There is a shop. Would love to see a Moonstone popped. I actually don't know what time of the day it is. Alright. Alright, level 2 Carrion Swarm, level 2 Mana Burn used immediately as the battle starts. Little Bear goes down. Fan of Knives used on a lot of summons. No Wisps in sight, I believe. There's one up here that would love to be a part of the battle, but it's just going to be coasting at the top. The Lich in the back is the only undead hero left with mana, although the Dreadlord and the Death Knight do have mana potions. That Dreadlord is really just hoping to get level 6, which it does. Can pop the mana potion now and use Infernal any second now. Boom, there comes the green rock. But is that enough to hold off Grinchy's double ultimate that's happening? Double invul potion pop. There's no more mana left on the Death Knight to save this Dreadlord, and Psike is going to TP out after losing his basically entire army and not losing his heroes. Green rock overrated. Honestly, if we threw that green rock on the Dryads, that would have been pretty strong. Meta. Psh, meta. Why wasn't he just sleeping the big demon the whole time? Honestly. Big strong Death Knight ultimate on the way. All right. There's a lot of Dryads, honestly. It's scary because, I mean, there's only one meat wagon left. Big green rock. Kind of scary against Dryads. But with good Dryad micro, Grinchy should be perfectly fine. This is anyone's game. This is anyone's game to lose. Whoever decides to slip up. Nice, Psych. Bring in the second line of workers to go right back to mining. Brought an invisibility potion. Not a bad position to be in, actually. Pops in vulnerability potion and blinks right out. Staffs out to safety. The Dryads thinking about it, then not thinking about it. I will say, have these guys bought healing scrolls at all this game? I feel like there's a lot of AoE damage over time stuff going on, and not enough healing scrolls going on here. So this base is gonna melt. But there's no TP for Psike. This may be the fight. With Metaforces is available right now, and so is Vengeance. Neither being used. There's Vengeance being popped. Chased down on the Death Knight, who has no way to protect him. Sleep comes in handy, but locks out the Death Knight from the other side, and the warning goes down. Demon is here to hopefully save the day, though, for Grinchy. Nice micro by Psike to get the Death Knight to the back. The Lich is in kind of a vulnerable spot, though, and would have loved to see Carrion 3 at that moment. And the Dryads are just slowly falling. The Wisps are finally coming in to do some damage. And the Demon Hunter trying to solo this fight. There will be a coil, though, to save that Dreadlord, who's being staffed out right now. Oh! He calls it GG after... Oh, no! The Demon Hunter falls.